Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best power forwards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 4,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day and would really appreciate your support if you haven't already. If you do subscribe, without further ado, let's hop right into it. And yeah, the other thing I do want to mention, this list is entirely my opinion. I think that's important to mention. So if you think somebody's ranked too high, too low, should be on the list that isn't on the list, that's totally fine. Feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of the video. And also, this is on current gen, or my rankings are based on current gen because that is the gen of the game that I play significantly more than next gen. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's start off with number 10. At number 10, I have Anthony Davis, and I think AD was one of the best cards in the game, in all honesty, for a while. He had his time when he first came out. He was an absolute god for sure, but I think we've kind of sort of reached the point where he's just a little bit outdated. I wouldn't say outdated, that's not fair. Still top 10, definitely still a really valid option, but he's been out for almost 2 months now, so the new Dark Matter AD is definitely a card I'm looking forward to. He has good size, is 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan, solid speed. He's a good shooter, really good defender, pretty well-rounded badges, has half catch, corner, quick first step, bunch of good defensive badges. Doesn't need a ton of badges added to him except for maybe Limitless, Deadeye. Unpluckable is a good one, pick, dodge, ball strip. So there's definitely some ones to add to him. But the one thing that I think really does hold him back just a little bit, and maybe a couple other cards on this list as well, is the fact that he has his jump shot on normal. I am a big fan of AD's release. I think it's really smooth and really easy to green. I just look forward to an AD with his release on quick or very quick, which will make it a much easier release to get off at this point in the year, with every card being such an elite defensive card. And he's not able to make it a super high level, which, to be fair, most of the cards on the list are not elite playmakers, so that is one thing to keep in mind. But and it's not the most important thing at the power forward position to be an elite playmaker, but I just think he's a tiny bit outdated in terms of not having that release on quick, and a couple of other things to just kind of limit him just a tiny bit from being really any higher than number 10. Still a very solid card though. At number 9, I'm going Thurl Bailey. Thurl was a huge part of my ability to qualify for 250 this year. Really do have a soft spot in my heart for this card. He's 6'11". He plays similarly to Giannis, to be completely honest. I think he's not as good as Giannis. I don't feel like he's as good and impactful defensively, especially as Giannis. His jumper's good. He's similar to Giannis, missing some shooting badges like a Limitless, spot up, Deadeye, blinder, chef. Does have gold sniper though, really good defender and playmaker. Not really good playmaker, I guess, but Hall of Fame quick first step is nice. Got good speed. He's a decent shooter. Jumper is solid. Again, normal timing. Wish it was on quick, but even on normal, jump shot 22 is smooth, easy to green, which is nice. Not much of a playmaker, but he is a guy who's a good slasher, good defender, solid shooter. I think he's a slightly worse version of Giannis. Definitely a really good budget card though, only at like 15-20,000 MT, which is just incredible value for a really good Galaxy Opal. Definitely a super solid card, still a guy you can run at a high level and deserves his spot in the top 10. At number 8, we got Dwight Howard, who I do think would be higher if his jumper was a bit better, because he is absolutely incredible, especially on the defensive end of the court. 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan. Defensive badges are just nuts. Same thing with his defensive stats. Half quick first step and finishing badges as well. The problem with him, he needs Limitless, he needs Sniper, he needs Deadeye, he needs Blinders. Unpluckable as well. Like, there's 5 badges right there. They're crucial badges to add. You can also add some other ones like a slippery off ball, or a chef, or a corner specialist, or ankle breaker, or quick chain, or handles, or whatever. You'll have spots to add those as well. But he's also super fast with a 96 speed and excel, an elite dunker, only a 74 3-point shot, but with a coach boost, a shoe boost, and the badges, he's going to be a fine shooter. The one flaw with the card is the Dwight Howard release. Even on quick, it's not a great jumper. That is the biggest and by far really the only issue with the card, to be completely honest, because I know his 3-point rating is low, but with a shoe, coach, and badges added, he is totally fine as a shooter. It's just that the release is a little bit slow. That is the biggest flaw with the card, 100%, and that's honestly what keeps him from being higher than number 8, because if he had a fast release, like say he had Anthony Davis's release, even on normal, but especially on quick, he would be right up there with the top 3 or so power forwards in the game. Absolutely elite card in every way except for the jump shot. Unfortunately, that does hold him back a bit and prevent him from being higher than number 8. Number 7, I got Dolph Schayes, who is actually the shortest player on this list at 6'8". Just goes to show how tall and how important height is at this point in the year, with most of these guys being 6'10", 6'11", even 7-footers. And yeah, it's just really important to have that height. Dolph does not have that height, but at the same time does have 19 hops, including elite shooting badges like catch, corner, Limitless, and sniper. Also has really good defensive badges. Defensive stats are solid. Elite rebounder, which does help along with the hop rebound chaser to make up for his lack of height a bit. Unfortunately, no Hall of Fame quick first step, but He's one of the best pick and pop guards in the game with a smooth, quick release. Jump shot 30 on quick is nice and quick. It's smooth, really easy to green. Shifty dribble style as well, so he can play make a bit more than most of the other guys on this list. 89 speed and excel is solid. He's a good all-around card. Very, very expensive. That's the biggest issue with Dolph, to be completely honest. Is like 400k because he is the gatekeeper to the Terry Dishinger set. But I do think he is a good enough power forward option that he does deserve a spot somewhere in this top 10, and I decided to put him at number 7. At number 6, we have Mr. LeBron James, one of the other small in quotations power forwards on this list. I know he's only 6'9", but I mean, he's still LeBron, has a good player build. Hot spots from everywhere. 25 hops include basically every key hop you could want, including limitless sniper, quick first step, bullet, ball stripper, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, pogo, post lockdown. Elite defensive stats on the perimeter, really solid on the interior as well. He's an incredible dunker, great speed, I mean perfect speed basically. Can shoot the ball at a high level. The one flaw with this card, in all honesty, on current gen is the fact that he steps in from the corners with his jump shot, because if he didn't do that like he does it on next gen, he would be even higher on this list. The other thing, he is, I guess, a little bit smaller, only 6'9". He's not really built like a prototypical guy that most of the other guys on this list are. I mean, everybody else on this list, with the exception is Dolph, is 6'10", 6'11" at a minimum, and that's pretty much true with everybody in the top 5 as well. So that is the one other thing to keep in mind with LeBron. Might get mashed occasionally, but still an exceptional all-around card. Does deserve his spot at number 6. At number 5, we have Kevin Garnett, who I am still very, very high on. KG is my backup power forward currently on my God squad. Really a big fan of this card. 88 speed and excel is solid. He's a good shooter with an 87 shot 3. Really well-rounded defender. Great defensive badges. Has every defensive badge at least on gold. Hoff quick first step and catch as well. Only needs a few badges like a limitless, blinders, maybe chef added to him. Really comes pretty darn complete already, which is super nice. Mouse in the house instead. I mean, as well, you can add. Jumper is smooth. Not the fastest jumper in the world. I would say it's a bit better than Dwight Howard's release. Probably honestly on the similar level as Anthony Davis' release on normal. That's probably where I'd put KG's release on quick. So it's not the craziest best release in the world, but it's definitely smooth and easy to green, which is nice. Fundamental dribble style does give him a bit of a playmaking ability that most of these guys don't have as well, especially with that half quick first step. He can burst out of some dribble moves and things like that, which is valuable. And he does have good size, phenomenal defender, really good defensive badges and animations, rebounds at a high level. He's got good size. He's a top 5 power forward in the game. Huge fan of KG. At number 4, we got Giannis, who I do believe is better at that small forward position, and that is where I do run him, is that small forward. But even at power forward, he is an incredible option. 6 level with a 7'4" wingspan, so he's got the size on lock. Maybe not the greatest shooter in the world, missing limitless, missing sniper, missing blinders, missing deadeye, but with his 3-point shot boosts, a +4 3-point shoot makes it at 80, and then a coach can make that a +8, which makes that an 88. Floor general gets it into the 90s. He is a knockdown shooter, really smooth, quick release as well. Does have a few gold shooting badges, which is nice. Half quick first step, really good defensive badges. Every badge on gold and a bunch of good ones on Hoff, like clamps and 10 minutes and pogo stick. And honestly, Giannis just always has these super glitchy animations on both ends. His dunks don't get blocked very often. He's very, very aggressive. He defends at a super high level. Can guard 1 through 5. Probably the most versatile defender in the game. Absolutely incredible all-around card. Dark Matter Giannis is going to be a menace because he's going to get the shooting badges this one doesn't have. Might be a better playmaker. He's going to be hard to guard. But this Giannis, still a top 4 power forward in the game. Absolutely love this card. At number 3, excuse me, we got David Robinson, who I do believe is probably better at center, arguably. I mean, he's a top 3 center in the game as well. I'd say he's a top 3 center. He's a top 3 power forward. So he's great at both positions. 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan. He's got crazy good size. Hot spots from both corners behind the 3-point line. 20 hoffs include drop stepper, post spin, catch, corner, sniper, downhill, quick first step, and a ton of elite defensive badges. Defensive stats are also incredible. He's a really good rebounder, half rebound chaser as well. Great dunker, really good speed, especially for a 7'1" player. 91 shot 3, one of the best big man releases in the game as well, which is the D-Rob release on quick. D-Rob release on normal, I would compare to AD release on normal. Both good jumpers, but need to be sped up a little bit. D-Rob release on quick is absolutely chicken, easy to get off. Phenomenal jumper. He can guard everything from the 1 and then guard on ball to guard in the 5. He's super versatile, similar to Giannis and similar to the guys in the top 2 as well. He is just an absolute menace on both ends of the court. Really does everything well except for playmake, but at the power forward position, I don't think that's crucial. Absolute stud at the 3 spot for the power forwards. And then at number 2, we have Patrick Ewing, who I think a lot of people expected to be a dud of a card when we found out we were getting a Ewing last week, and we were wrong because they juiced up Patrick Ewing. 90 speed and excel on a 7-footer with a 7'3" wingspan. Hot shots in both corners. Honestly, a very similar to card to D-Rob. I just think he's a little bit better because he has better shooting badges, the catch, corner, sniper, as well as downhill. A little bit more versatile, I feel like, probably just because he's got, I mean, they both have really good perimeter defense. These cards are very, very close. He needs limitless, he needs deadeye, he needs blinders, he needs ball strippers, so we need some badges added to him. But really good interior and perimeter defender, incredible rebounder, great speed. These cards are very, very similar, D-Rob and Ewing. I really think it's close to a toss-up between them. One of the things that does help Ewing out, though, is the fact that he's got jump shot 4, which is a bit quicker probably than D-Rob's. I still would say D-Rob's might be a little smoother and easier to green, but then Ewing also has fundamental dribble style, whereas D-Rob has big dribble style, so Ewing is going to be able to play make just that little bit more in a situation that you need him to. And honestly, these two cards, Ewing and D-Rob, you could easily switch them. It's really personal preference between these two. In my opinion, 2 of the 3 best centers in the game, and also 2 of the 3 best power forwards in the game. I'd be fine with you switching them. I just went Ewing because I think he's just that barely, tiny bit better. Karl Malone is the guy I went with at number 1, though. I do believe Karl is the best power forward in the game. This card is so versatile, so elite. Only 6'9", but he's got a tall player build. Looks more like 6'11". 22 Hoffs. Hoffs are almost everywhere. 38 golds as well. Has a bunch of elite defensive badges, including clamps, inner, and Tim. Post lock, rebound, rim. Probably the top defensive badges in the game right there. Also have quick first catch and corner. Jumper is very, very hard to contest. For whatever reason, Karl Malone release on quick is one of the hardest releases in the game to contest. He's super, super smooth and really easy to green with as well. Quick dribble style, the Kobe size up, so he's got pretty much the best playmaking of anybody on this list as well, which just incredibly increases his versatility some more. He's super fast with the 93 speed and excel. Just an incredible all-around card. 95 pluses on tons of his key bat stats. Yeah, he's versatile. He can create, he can shoot, he can defend on the interior. On the perimeter, he can rebound, he's so versatile, he's so good. I wish I had this card because I do believe he is 100% the best power forward in the game. If I had him, he'd be starting at my power forward position today and probably for the foreseeable future because he is an absolute goon. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. This is my ranking of the top 10 power forwards in my team right now. Let me know what you think of my ranking down in the comment section down below. Who do you think I rank too high? Who do you think I rank too low? And is there anybody that you think I left off this list that does deserve to be in the top 10 power forwards in the game? But yeah, also if you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.